I found some negatives in an old envelope box. I had no memory of them, and it was exciting to see what they held. I took them into Photoshop, and I worked them over by giving them color, removing the blurriness, trying to take as many scars and scratches away as I could. And then I sent them off to Don Warner, who looked them over, and then sent me a tremendous amount of information regarding that time and the people in the pictures. And I want to thank Don for all the help he gave me on this one. They were taken in the summer of 1970 at the East Hamilton Kiwanis Boys Club. It was a karate grading, and the clubs that came in were from Salt Fleet, the Hamilton Delta, Grimsby, and Trenton. The first negative was blurred, but I included it because there was a story behind it. I recognized the boy in the picture was Butch Gould. He was Don Warner's first student at the new Hamilton Delta Club. I signed him up. His father brought him in for a free lesson, handed him to my keeping, and said he'd be back to pick him up later. He didn't drive away, however. He crossed the street and stood behind a telephone pole and watched me teach through the dojo windows. Later he came in, and he did sign him up and told me what he had done. In another negative, Don was giving the belt to Colin Bonner. There was a group shot. Butch Gould, Keith Hudd, Don Warner, Colin Bonner, myself, Paul Guillory, and Jim Elliott. There I am too, 18 years old, brown belt, very serious. Another negative holds a young and happy Debbie Rizzo. Vince Castellano is grading her. In the back, you can make out Dwayne Watson and Frank Summer. I used AI to bring this next shot to life. Then there is a happy Franco Bozo and Frank Wishart. Vince stands in front of a young Jeffrey Haraka in another negative. After that, a very happy Mark Strecker. 3 students follow, whom I cannot name. In the background, you can see Franco De Laurentiis and George Molina and Dwayne Watson. There is a negative Eileen Dennis. She ran the Grimsby Club, and she ran it for many, many years. I looked her up on Facebook and learned Eileen lived to the ripe old age of 93 and passed away in 2020. At the end, there is rare film of Franco again, sent to me by Don Warner, a blue belt at the time, moving through the kata shihohai. And finally, Vince and Franco posing for the cameras.